That's on video, you know, don't you? That's on video. Anyway, right, I will just give a pop video. This is a deck profile of Dark Forest Worms. This is a interesting and annoying deck. Frustrating some people. And
fantasy players don't like it, do they, Tom?
They have news. Well, we'll get on to deck level, shall we?
Yes, set.
Go with them on.
Right, obvious start, 3 Worms X. Fun card. Basically, once it's summoned, mill a worm from your deck. Great fun. And if Jaeger's face up on the field, he can't die by battle. Enjoy. Have fun with that. Next card, we've got 3 Worm Jaeger.
One of the most problematic cards in the deck.
It's a brilliant card. When you only control one of these Worms X little fellas, you special summon it and face down defense position.
From your graveyard.
From the graveyard, yes. If you do that, when it leaves the field, it gets removed from play, so be it. But when it's flipped face up, you bounce a monster on the field. It's got to be a face up opponent's monster, but that's still fun because things like Shien, Stardust sit there going, oh shit, what could I do there? Enjoyment with that card. And then we've got 3 Worm Kartos. Very simple, flip, search for a level 4 lower worm. Easy, 1-2 attack, 500 defense, doesn't really do much apart from go, lots of search. Fun.
Always nice.
Every deck wants search.
Yep.
We've got 2 Worm King. Worm King's the beat stick of the deck, that suddenly makes the deck a bit more viable. Tribute a worm, blow up a card in the field. Fun. Tribute himself, level 8, 2/7 attack, and very easily special summoned through 1 Nebula Meteorite, which we'll get to about later.
Yes.
But it's negated by Barry.
Anyway, 2 Worm Links. When it's flipped, draw on every end face, draw a card. He's in there as a bit of a draw engine just to try and speed it up until duality comes out in the what I consider to be common, even though it's apparently super. Yeah, it's common. It's a 10 card. No one cares anymore. Haha.
Well, we do.
Yes. Yeah. No one cares about the secret anymore, should I say?
I do.
People do still care, so it's still going to be worth more.
Even so.
Hello.
Even so, basically he's in there to try and speed it up until duality comes out. 3 Gen X Ally Birdman. Fun card, a lot of people, everyone knows about this card. Now you bounce a monster, you special summon it. Useful to get into some only tuner of the deck. Doesn't actually need to synchro, it's just fun to be allowed to, because of some of the synchros I've got access to because of this. It's just a useful card in general.
It's really why I'm so thin.
Then we've got 3 Thunder King on top of that. Thunder King's an amazing card. Everyone knows what it does these days.
It's Thunder King.
It's Thunder King. It's fun. It's anti-meta. Worms are quite anti-meta. Yeah, it seems to be common. So for all those that struggle to get it, all you got to do is wait, and then buy lots of packs and hope you get them. Next we've got an Honest. It's Honest. Most of my deck, apart from the Birdman Light, you use it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Right. Spells. We've got Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Pot of Avarice, Book of Moon. Very simple, very easy, standard staples. They're in just about every single deck. Some people don't like Book at 1, but especially in this deck with all my flip effects, it's too useful not to use. I wish it was still at free for this deck, especially.
I'd have to ask though, if say with the staples, you seem to be missing 2 staples that I use, which are Giant Triad and MST. Can you explain to viewers why the middle be used?
MST I'll explain shortly, because we've got a few cards that basically cover its effect. In Trunade, because this deck doesn't push for massive attacks, it just sits back and goes, slowly attacks you to death. You're not pushing for game, therefore you don't need it. Next we've got Forbidden Lance. It's useful. My monsters, apart from King, are pretty small. It keeps them alive longer, protects them from spells and traps, and also combos very nicely with the first of my traps, Offerings to the Snake Deity. Card that not many people know or seen. Destroy 1 reptile on your side of the field, destroy 2 cards on your opponent's. The current ruling is, if you lance your monster, your opponent's stuff dies, but yours doesn't. Fun.
It's basically if attack above the cost of tributing the monster.
Which is also a reason why I don't run MST, because this just blows up all the back row I need. Fun. 3 of those. 1. We've got staples now. You've got Torrential Tribute, Torrential, most decks use it these days. Call the Haunted, brings back King. King's big, tributes himself off, blows more stuff up. Fun. You've got Solemn. Oppression, again, Oppression. Pair of Bottomless, because Bottomless is amazing, slows your opponent down. Two-dimensional Prism, again, it's just to keep your opponent going. I can't do anything. Bollocks. Gets rid of Stardust. Yay! And then the three big cards in the deck. W Nebula Meteorite,
which is the biggest headache in the deck.
There's a lot of rulings behind this card, and I'm not going to explain all the rulings, but I shall read you the exact text off one of them, because it takes a while to get through.
Yes.
Yes. All face-down monsters on the field are changed to face-up defense. All their effects then activate. You've got all the Worms effects then dusting off. You've got all the... You can put Rykos in here to get their effects off straight away. Sadly, it does make your opponent's effects work. But so be it. Who cares? It's good. It's fun.
Penguin Soldier.
Yes. During the end phase, flip all your Worms back face down, and then draw a card for each one. Fun. Resets. Jagan loses its RFP effect when it's after it's been special summoned for its own effect, when flipped back face down. It just basically lets me reuse all the flip effects again, and I'm sitting there laughing, you're going, and it gives me insane pluses. Two or three ones on the field, I get to draw 2 or 3 cards. Then after that, I get to special summon the level sort over and a higher like reptile from my deck. Hello, Worm King. So on top of all the draw, all the flipping, all the insane powers, I then get a massive beat stick.
So this one card gives you so many pluses, it's unbelievable. Enjoy.
One Nebula Meteorite. See it at a tournament near you. Right,
onto
the extra deck. It's pretty basic. I don't get to synchro very often, so I'm just going to go for it fairly quickly apart from the last 3 cards. Got Catasta, Article Android, Bionac, Gaia, Bellum. I can go into 7s, it's about the only thing I can go into with my own cards, therefore I put them in because I could. Black Rose, boom. Ancient Fairy, again it's a 7 I can go into. Stardust, Scrap, Colossal, Mistworm, and I would also have a Chimera Tech in there, I just left it at home again. And then 3 main ones that I ever go into is the Gen X Allo Triforce. Now, you've probably brought Hidden Arsenal pack and then gone, oh, this is shit. It's not. It's really quite fun. It's level 7 with 2/5 attack, 2/1 defense, quite useful. It's got different abilities depending on what's used to synchro with it.
Fire, Earth, or Light.
Yep. Should you use an Earth, it gains the Ancient Gear effect where you can't activate spells or traps when this card attacks. That's fun, but I don't have any Earths. If you use a Fire, if it destroys a monster by battle, it burns them for their attack. I don't have any Fires. The Light one is the interesting one, because I can then put any Light monster from my graveyard into face down defense position once per turn. King, Jagan. If we use Honest, I can reuse any card in my deck with him. What fun! Yes, but Birdman's normally RFP'd for its effect, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, but then it's not in my grave, therefore I can't target it anyway. Enjoy.
I'm just taking it.
So yeah.
Anyway,
Worms, fun deck.
After deck, something you changed that deck at all?
I want duality.
No, who doesn't?
I want duality and I want warning. Basically, it just speeds it up and makes it more consistent. That's just about the only thing I change.
Okay, so that's Dark Vars's Worm deck. Hope you enjoyed it, and please feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and see you again next time.